Volume. Hello? There we go. Check. Sorry about that, guys. I not pressed the button I needed to press. Good morning and welcome to the daily Paycheck. We're working the Horseman this week. And as you know, if you're new to the show, what we do here is we try and play a strategy 5 straight days. I want to do a couple of things. One is give it its fair time to prove itself worthy or not of being a good strategy to play. More importantly, it's a retirement simulation. I'm taking $5,000 to the table every day here, trying to win 500 freaking bucks, 10%. Hard to do, very hard to do. You'll find that these, if you watch all the shows, there's about 160 of them now. It's hard to win 5% a day or 10% a day. Here's today's. The Horseman's going to be this. We're going to go 100 bucks on the don't and 3 come bets. 1, 2, 3 come bets that will hopefully travel to okay numbers and repeat themselves, right? That's the idea. It's a hybrid strategy. But it's built around this simple concept. And here's the concept, right? We get a don't pass bet through, obviously, number one. And while you're in the come, right, you're going to win on both, right? So we catch a 7 right here on roll 1, you win $125, which is great, right? When that come bet gets set to the 8, let's say, and the second come bet comes in, you're still going to pull 125, but you're going to lose 100 or 25. So your net here is actually 100 bucks, okay? On the third come bet, same situation. You lose 50, but you're going to win 100 and a quarter, and you're up 75 bucks. So on all 3 of the first 3 rolls, you're in a great shape to win about $75, ish, right? That's the idea. But when they get set, what we're looking for now is a long run. Yesterday, this worked out great. We had these. I think I had 220s I had like a bunch of good rolls. We were great in the box. These things were awesome. That kept getting picked off. The idea with the pickoff is this. When it gets picked off, the next time through, we're going to come out with about 120 bucks, whatever it is, to make it the odds even, the odds correct. For every time you lose, you go up by another 100 bucks. We're just going to keep rocking the odds down here to make this thing a little bit stronger on the subsequent wins that it gets, hopefully. Up in here, I've been doing single odds. And then when they win, coming back up with more than single odds. When they win, come back with more. And we're keeping the bets flat down here. Today, I want to try something different just to give it a test of laddering up the size of the flat bets as we go. And bringing them back down again when they win. But if the series of come bets up here, the 3 come bets loses, right? If we don't tie or win, the next time through, they're all going to be 50 bucks. And the same thing, if we win or lose, we'll go back or up and down. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot and see if laddering the come bets along with the odds works. I want to increase the volatility today on both sides of it and see how we do. That's going to be it may cost us a whole pile of money here to do it this way, but I want to check, do a kind of a gut check on where and when to do these ladders on these things. So that's it. That's going to be the strategy. So let's go. Rolling, if you want to buy in and play with me in Crapsee, please do so. I believe, there it is, the window's up. I got $5K in the bank. I'm coming out with a $100 don't. Let's pull the puck over here so that y'all can see it. And let's rock it. Here we go. Which dice? We had the black dice today. Black dice were not very kind to us yesterday, but we don't care. I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm using blacks again today. And here we go. Let's get a come out that's not a whack. Every day, it seems like I started out with a 7 or an 11 on this come out, and I start from behind, which kind of sucks. I'm always like fighting backwards, right? But let's go. Let's beat that come out for this 100 bucks and set a point. Come on, John, let's go. I trust me. Here we go. I trust me to throw a 9. There we go. 5, 4, 9. First point. Let's actually turn the puck so you can read it. There's a 9. All right. Now we're going to go first of 3 $25 sized come bets. 5, 4, 9. And I'm not going to do odds today. We're going to do the come bets as flat bets. We're going to let the house edge be higher. Instead of it being with single odds about 0.8%, we'll let it be the 1.14% that it's going to be. Because we're going to ladder, I'm making that choice. If I wasn't laddering, we would do odds. I'm curious to see how the ladder works on the flats. And this is coming from Waylon, did this yesterday, and I thought that's kind of a cool idea. Let me give it a shot here. Again, our bets are the same series and sequence. It's just about how we're going to roll them out there. There's a 5, and see how bet levels can hurt or help the volatility here. So, all right, that's a 5. There's my come bet. 4-1. 4-1. Let's go. I really want the iPad version of Crapsee to have that quick enter view. They were supposed to have that a couple months back. I don't know what happened to it. Where I can enter the rolls quicker than having that little pop-up box have to come up. But I haven't seen that. They call it like the admin version of this thing. I'll write the chuck later on today. All right, here we go. Come bet number 2, getting set. Let's go. I'm looking for a 7. This whole time, these first 3 bets, I'm wanting a short roll. The Horseman is made for short rolls, not long rolls. Long rolls like yesterday will actually be more detrimental to us. And here's a 9. So I guess like yesterday, we're gonna start by picking ourselves off. You know, it is what it is, right? Now we know we're at level 1, so our next DP is gonna have some odds on it. 6-3. And there it is. There's old John doing his thing. Seems like that's my way, right? So we're on the same shooter. Remember, for the Horseman too, the rule is one don't pass, and whatever your number of come bets is, that's your budget for the shooter. We're not going past it. I'm not going to roll don't pass bets during the same shooter. That shooter gets a budget. That's it. We're going to play the budget. We're not going to go and chase don'ts until the next shooter comes. So hopefully this shooter hits enough come bets now to recover that loss and stay hot. So that's kind of what you're banking on. Let's get a new point. It's going to be a 9 again. So I'm just going to keep the puck where it is. And that come bet pays. Now watch how I'm going to keep track of this, okay? So in this roll, there's a 6-3-9, right? 6-3? Yeah, 6-3-9. I'm going to put it in the come. That's 1 come bet paid. So we know how much money we pulled back from the come bets. I'm tracking that because if I don't pull at least 3 bets back, I'm laddering the next shooter, right? That's going to be our warning or our trigger sign there. So I'm going to track the number of units I pull back from the come. Here we go. What a beautiful throw. 4-1-5. I wish I could put that in a bottle, in a little time capsule, and make that happen every time. I love how that flew. I'm so like, if there's anything to this throw, that was a good one. But generally speaking, I kind of suck. All right. 4-1. There it is. 4-1. Awesome. And again, that's our second unit that we pulled back from the come. So far the come bets are paid 2 out of 3. One more payment on the come bet, and they'll stay at 25 next time. If I lose at some point in here, they'll get laddered. All 3 of them. This may be kind of a dumb idea, but there's a 6-6 midnight. 6 and a 6. Okay, we will go back out because we pulled money back. Right, so I'm going to go back out with another one. But what that means to me is that my come bets are still only a net 1. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to keep track of how profitable they are. So gotta win 3 total at least to stay at the base. And there is a 6, a 4, 2. All right, now I'm done. Let them sit there and fester away, these 2. 4, 2, 6. That's the 3. Let's go. There's a 4. 3-1. Looks like we have a decent little shooter here this morning, huh? All right, 3-1-4. Cool. Good looking throw. That's a 9. That's the point being hit. Puck is off. Come on. All right, 5-4. Coming out. Those bets are, of course, live, as you know. 6, 5-1. 5-1-6 in the corner. That'll pay one of our come bets. That's great. I'm going to put it right back out there. We're going to cycle them as they win. Right? That one that lost is kind of out of play now. We're just going to run 2. 5-1. And again, I'm going to mark this as a come bet winner so I don't forget what level we're at or how many wins we got. And back in we go. Here we go. Nice looking throw. There's an 8. Good. That comeback goes to you. That was another good throw. To tell you, the wrist is looking good this morning. I must have slept good last night. This has got to be here in the 9. I'm sorry about that. 6-2. All right. Here we go. All right. 8 and 5. Let's chase him down. There's a freaking 7. All right, so the come bets ended up with a net loss of 1. Right? We set 4 or 5 of them. We lost the last 2. That 12 we lost during the come sequence. So the come bets are down 1 unit in total. Our bankroll should showcase that, right? We should be, you'll see here in a minute, we're going to be at $49.50. That represents the $100 that we lost. Wait, what happened here? Did I put it at 12? Oh, what a dumbass. I'm sorry, guys. I put in at 12. I don't know, what was I thinking? I think I might have said it out loud or something. Anyway, 437. The bankroll should be at about $100 loss, right? Total. $4,900. So actually they tied, I guess, right? Because we lost the $100 in the don't. The come bets ended up being in a tie. So we're down only this bet here. I guess I did this wrong up here. So we stay at level 1. There's no need to go up. If the come bets if they sustain themselves, which these I guess did, we'll stay at level. That's fine. I got to do a better job of tracking that. Here we go. Coming out, $100 on the don't. Let's avoid disaster for 1 roll. Maybe we'll catch a horn number here and earn a little bit coming out, huh? 5, 3, 8. Okay, here's the situation from yesterday, right? 5, 3. 5, 3. Now we decided in the morning, 5, 3, 8, not to do odds on the 6 or 8. It hurt us a little too bad yesterday, especially when the shooter was rolling well. It really kind of hurt us. We're going to stick with that plan today. We'll do that. We'll do the odds correctly on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. And I think rewatch yesterday's show, the Coffee and Crap show, where I talked about this. But today we're going to do nothing but this. We're going to talk about don't pass and the odds and everything else all morning. I had a nice conversation with JB. I think a nice conversation in the comments from yesterday's video about odds on the don't. And I think it's a very interesting argument or truth. It's mathematical truth that the odds on the don't matter, right? Putting odds down there against the 6, 8, 4, or 10 doesn't matter. Over time, those odds are invisible to the house, right? In the short term, they're very volatile for you. And that's why in the short term, we're going to make the decision not to do it. Although mathematically, Jen's right, the long term, you should always put the odds down. It doesn't matter the number, put the odds up, it doesn't matter. But for us, today, we're not going to do it. We're going to do the progressive, or at least the what I would call the careful non-placement of odds on the 6 and 8. There's a 6 hard. And again, I'm choosing which numbers to fight. I'm choosing not to fight those numbers. Right? If I'm doing a pure don't, we may stack up. If I'm doing a pure don't where I'm in the don't come to, and I've got a second bet up here that's working, right? Then it changes the math a little bit. Not the math, but it changes the win rhythm, I guess, a little bit. Here we go. Coming again. Need a 7 here, right? Need a 7 here to get back that $100 we lost. Let's go. There's a 5, a 4, and a 1. Here's the 5, and then we have the 5 and the 6 coming. Again, today we're not doing the odds. Today we're not doing odds, and the reason for that, if you came late, is we're going to try and do a come negative progression on the come. We're going to basically, if the come bets don't win, we're going to jack up the flats. And we're going to accept a higher house edge because we're going to ladder the flats, and they may get high. If we lose them all, they may grow a little bit. So here we go. There's a ace deuce. So again, that's my third come bet. So the come bets in this case are going to be down one. Those two both have to win, plus another one still. So we're going to be probably laddering these up. Okay, here we go. Working two, working the 5, working the 6. Let's get them. And then we'll accept our 7. There's the yo, of course, right? If I'm back out there again, I get that bet back. What a bummer. That's all right. That's all right. We're going to stick to our budget. We're going to stick to our plan. I'm going to be disciplined about it. This thing wins or treads water most of the time. I put a 10 in instead of an 11. I'm sorry, folks. I fat-fingered that. It doesn't affect my bets, but it may affect yours. Let me give you the 11 now so you have it, but that 10 was a mistake. So if you got money on the 10, you owe me. You owe the craps gods money if you just got paid on that 10 that I mistyped. Yeah, this strategy, I said, it's going to tread water most of the time. You're going to hit a couple of home runs. You're going to have where the 7 comes early and you hit the big one often enough to make it worth it. But a lot of times you're going to get into a spot where you hit, hit the point and then you 7 out in the come out and you lose every bet. That happens sometimes. It happened to us yesterday a couple of times, actually. 4-1-5, that's going to pay one of them. That's cool. 4-1. All right, I'm going to put that bet right back in the come. And right now, I've got one extra coin here, right? That win gets back the one that we lost on the craps number. So the come bets still at this point are net even right now. I'm going to put that one back in play. So we'll get 3 come bets in play once we get this one set. Just going to rock those things like a molly, basically, right? There's the 7. Okay, this is interesting. So 5-2-7, we're going to win on the 8. We're going to win in the come. Okay, the come is going to end up winning us 2 units, not 3. What is that, a 5-2? It's a good little win right there. And let's look at the total bang here. Don't pass won $100, right? The come bets won $50, not 75. We're back to even in the rack, but the come bets are down. So this next cycle, they're going to go to $50 each. I'm going to bring them up because they didn't win. In fact, they lost a unit. So here we go. We're going to come back out. Same flat bet on the don't. The don't pass bet, by the way, is still looking for a point that's not a 6 or 8 because it still owes odds for getting beat before. So we're in a ladder for both bets right now. We're in a potential ladder for both bets. Here we go. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry. You know what? It's not that I'm going too fast. It's my fingers are bigger than the buttons, and a lot of times I'll hit the button next to the one, right? And I don't see that I did it. Like I end up mishitting them, and I think it's just I'm old, and the iPad is also old, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your comeback. If you lose it, the world owes you $25. Here we go. Coming out. There's another freaking 8. Are you shitting me? Cannot get off the insides here, right? With these bets today. So we're going to just avoid the odds down there. Just going to let the flat sing, right? The flat bet is still the best bet. This bet right here, this don't pass bet, that's actually out there, the $100 against the 8, that's the best bet we have. Of all the bets we have. I did spill a rack yesterday. Remember that? It was funny, JR. I spilled that rack yesterday. Oh shit, what'd I do? I think I logged myself out. Are we still live? I hit the lock button. I did spill the rack, and what happened yesterday, I was trying to avoid my coffee cup. So I put my coffee cup, out there on the felt, and I went to move over the coffee cup, and I just yard sailed the whole thing. I was finding chips in my office yesterday until the evening. I kept walking around going, oh my God, there's another chip on the floor, really? I kept seeing them. They were everywhere. All right, so we are, what did I just roll? I rolled an 8, points 8, and we're coming for $50 now. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going here. Yeah, that yard sale was pretty funny. Like I said, there's chips and lammers all over the damn place. I'll probably still find them underneath of stuff because the legs of the chairs and the desk and stuff. You know, there's probably chips down there. Yeah, it was. Here we go. We got an 8, 5, 6, 2, 6, 2, 8. So again, if you had done the odds last time and not both times, you're still end up where you would have been. 6, 2, 8. We would have won on odds last time, lost on odds this time. We'd be down still. Right? That's going to basically even itself out. But again, I'm not going to take the volatility hit today. $50 to the 8. Our don't pass is dead for the shooter. Can't come back. We got to let our come bets be the heroes now. That's it. Let our come bets be the heroes. Here we go. And again, we're going to count the number of wins the come bets get. They got to get at least 3 wins on their own. There's a 5. And at least 3 come bet wins to call them good. There's a 5. Let's get that typed in. Adam, that's funny. We used to call that in baseball too, 3-2-5, because guys would slide. And baseball players are notorious for having a bunch of crap in their pockets. They've always got their sliding gloves and their hitting gloves and their seats and everything else, in their pockets. And baseball player goes down and everything comes flying out and it's a mess out there. All right, here we go. 50 in the come. Let's do it. Let's have these come bets make us $150. If they pay for themselves, it's $150 in the rack, right? Pretty cool. Love it. Here we go. Here we go. There's a 7. Okay, so the come bets do nothing. They make nothing. They tie, so they stay. They tie, so they stay at $50. 4, 3, 7, and we tread water for another minute. We're hanging in. We're hanging in at home. We're just lost. So far we're down the 1 don't pass bet, which we should be down. Lost that thing. Lost it twice. Here we go. Coming out. 6, 6, midnight. Waste of a roll. Complete waste of time. I still maintain, of all the dumb things you should never do on a craps table, I still believe that for $5 a come out roll, which I get 20 cracks at it basically, it's not the worst thing to put $5 on the midnight when I'm shooting. I hit enough of those things. It shouldn't be a thing to avoid. I probably should be doing it right now. But here we go. Coming out. That looks like a 9, a 5, and a 4. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go big time on this shooter here. 5, 4, 9. 5 and a 4. Okay, so we owe, remember we're at level 1 down here, laddered on the don't. We finally get to put a don't pass bet out there with some odds on it. I'm going to do $120. Okay, about $100 in odds per level. Again, making them right for the thing. And then we're still at the $50 come level. So the comes have to make money. They have to earn a keep. Tying is not anything. If I pop a 7 here though, right, you could say that these come bets won, right? The come sequence would have won $50, right? That's a win. I would go back down to a level below. And that's how I'm looking at the come bets. Here we go. Coming out of the come. Let's get a number or a 7. Ugly one. We got a 10, 5, 5. 5 and a 5. 5, 5. Yeah, John, I hear you. The Dolly fixes you. And here's the thing that I find, and I was telling JB this morning, right? The odds, you're right. And let's put some of your comments up because you're 100% right. The odds cover the come out losers. I'll buy that. That's for sure, right? And like you, if I'm playing the Dolly, the 3-point Dolly, I'm more apt to do this, right? Put those odds down there and be happy with it, right? On any number, because you got other numbers that are out there fighting with you, right? If you're on a 3-point Dolly, you got the 8 with max odds out here and the 5 and the 9 also with max odds. Getting picked on the 8 doesn't hurt that bad because these two cover you. When you're playing out here all on your own, this little don't pass island with the one bet, the spotlight that goes onto that number with those odds is way brighter, right? And that's, I think, where you can get hurt by it. And that's, I think, that's the reason why when I do trials that are just this, and you'll see it today, just this bet with and without odds on the number, especially when it's progressive odds, where it's max odds, 6 units, 3 units, 0 units, you'll see that version of the 1 point dolly works better than max odds on the don't. It just does. But I think it's because there's only one bet there. When the other ones are playing along with you, the rhythm of that really picks it up. And I don't seem to mind it so much. But this one here tends to bother me some more. Here we go. Coming out. And Jen, I know we owe you money for a 10 somewhere. So make sure that you're jumping in the field somewhere to catch money that you're owed. 628. All right, 6 and a 2. There's my 8. Let's go. One more. Boom, boom. Again, I need these come bets to do their thing, come back and pay themselves off so we can lower that bet down. Let's go. Still a good time for Big Red, right? Anytime you have a bet in the come, Big Red is your buddy. Talked about that yesterday. There we go. There it is, 617. Now the come bets will end up losing. Again, look at them as their own little universe. Win 1, lose 2. They're still down. Matter of fact, they're down enough. They go to $75 next time. You see what I'm saying? The come bets go to 75 because as a unit, the come bets lost. As a whole, we're going to be up because of the don't pass down there. So let's put that in. And again, the come bets are going to get laddered up until they show a profit on their own. They have not done well today. Yesterday, the come bets were the heroes. Today, they're not really doing much. We're getting not the perfect rhythm down there, but we should be a little bit up, right? We got up a little bit, which is good. Recovered some of those earlier losses. Let's get it going. Staying flat on the don't. Still level 1 on the odds for it. Here we go. Five, 4, 1, same thing as the 9. Now the question I've got too, and I'm going to put this out there to the group, and this is going to be kind of a philosophical question for you here, or a math. Maybe it's more of a math question. 4 and 5, 4, 1. On the don't right now. Here's the question. We're at level 1 for odds. Should we? Let me put the come bets 1, 2, 3 units out there. Should we on the don't pass place odds in the amount of about $100, like I'm doing? Okay, 120, right, to win 90, right? You see what I'm saying there, right? Versus placing enough odds to win $100. Follow me? Or 120 to win 80 rather. Placing enough odds to win 100. So should this odds play be odds to win 100? In other words, put 150 out here on the 5 or 9, or odds totaling 100. And I think that's an interesting question. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the odds are looking to recover the loss. That's why we're laddering it. We should time the odds to win $100, which means this really should be 150 in odds. Follow me? One level to win 100. I think that's where I want to be on the odds, not so much the dollar amount, but the win amount. I think that's an adjustment we probably should agree to make. And I'm going to leave it out there with you if you agree with that or not, but I think that's what I want to do. All right, here we go. First come bet's in there, $75. Let's go. Let's see if this come negative progression helps or hurts in the long run. There's a 5. That's a huge ass bummer, right? Pick that don't off big time. Don't's going to go to 2 units next time. That's ugly right there. That's an ugly result. 4-1. It came with a 1 though, which I guess is good. But yeah, here we go. Don't pass bet is now out of play. 1 come bet going. Let's go. We got to get 3 come bets to make money now. How are we going to do that? We lost how much there? 250. Come bet's got to work a little bit, right? The come bet's got to get some work done. Let's go. They got to pay for themselves. right? The jacked up come bets are going to pay for the previous come bets losses. That's why they're laddered up. If we can get a good little run, they can recover some of that don't loss, and we're going to be okay. What did I roll here? 6-3? All right. So far, this has not been a great couple days for the Horseman in general. It's just not the kind of rolls that the strategy wants. It wants short, crappy rolls, and I've just been too good the last couple days, right? Here we go. Here we go. That's going to be a 5. We're going to get our 5 off and on. That's one win. Let's mark it up. 3, 2, 5. I'm going to keep this same level for the entire shooter. So if we happen to start picking these things down, which would be great, I'm staying at 75 until the next shooter. And we'll let this be our level for this gun. Here we go. Could be a grind. Could be a grind. There's another 5. Look at that. Is that 3 5s back to back? It basically is, right? With a 9 in the middle there, but that's it. Nice. 3, 2, 5. All right, the come bets are doing their thing. Still trying to get our second one set. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go, shooter. That looks like ace, ace, ace. Bummer. We're going to lose one in there. It's okay. We won one, so we're going to be fine on that deal. 1-1. And again, it's easy to see if I look at Crapsee on the right-hand side, the wins and losses coming through there. So we'll be able to keep track of this pretty easy. 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There's a 7. Okay, so I think the come bets are going to be net 0. Right? Is that right? Let's take a look here. 75, 527. Okay, 527. All right, so the come bets, it's a 0. So the come bets actually lost. Well, let's see. We won 2, we lost 1, and we evened at the end. So the come bets in total, 1. Oh boy, somebody made a bunch of money. They're still, technically speaking, didn't even tie. Right? We won, let's see, we won 70, won 150, lost 75. They actually made money. The come bets made money. So they can come down to level 2. But look at that sequence there. We won 2, we lost 1, and tied on the last one. So the come bets are net up 1 unit, which is good. We'll take that. We will take that as a win and come back down a little bit. What's our bankroll looking like? $4,800? Let's go. Let's have a good little don't pass run here. Good little dark side run. What do we got? We got a 4. That's good. That's really good. Now, we're going to have to put some big odds out here, though. If I follow my rule of odds to win 2 units, okay, 3, 1, 4, that means the odds on the don't got to go to $400, right? We're going to put 400 because, again, we're looking to recover 2. So I got to go to 4 out there on that 4 to win the $200. So we're going to go out there hard to make this happen. Come bets are now at level 2. They're at $50, and let's make it rain. Let's make it rain, folks. Here we go. Craps for the vets. Interesting name for it. There's a 7. That's great timing. Finally, we get our PSO that we're looking for. Everything wins, right? The come bet at $50, right, is a net win for these come bets. They come back down a ladder to 25 now. See how that worked out? You don't got to win all 3. As long as the come bets themselves as a universe show a little bit of profit, you're good. That was a 5-2. And that should get us close to even Steven here, I think. Where are we at? We are at 5,205 total. Now, the come bets are going to be at level 1. We are over our starting bankroll, which means, to me, the don't pass does not have to stay up on the huge odds, right? Once you're at or above even, there's no need to chase anymore down there, right? You watch your bankroll. If you're up, you're up. Be happy and be done with it, right? That's, I think, the smart move. I was thinking about doing this Ladderson style where I never come down and just always have the high level, even when I'm ahead. And then the Ladderson, that worked out for us. On down here, I'm not sure that's the smartest play. In chat, why don't you tell me what you think? Tell me what you think about that. Do you think that when we're up, we keep the ladders going, even if we're ahead in our bankroll, right? The don't pass odds ladder specifically, does it stay up at level 2, right? Or do we just restart everything at 0 and just, like it never even happened? I mean, I have thoughts on both of those things. So chat me up what you think. What do you think should be the move here? Do we go and keep our odds level 2? Or do we start the whole process anew? On this roll, it doesn't matter. If it's an 8, we're not doing odds anyway, right? So it don't matter. Different point wouldn't matter, but let's have your thoughts. I want to know what you would do. Keep the odds level 2, even though we're over our bankroll, or do we just start the process anew? Start over again. The come bets were already down. They're going to start by themselves. And that process worked out for us. The come bets actually made us about another $100 or so. Between laddering down from 70 to 50 to 25, they actually made some money. That ladder worked, did its job for us. So here we go. Looking for another shorty. Another short crap roll is what we need here, right? Another 7. Give me a quick 7. Get me out of here. Hey, there's a 5, 6, yo. Come win right there. Love it. Duracell says, better to pick and jump off the ladder versus falling off at the top, right? Yeah, Waylon's done because you're laying the point, right? Because you're laddering the point. Is that right, Waylon? Can you put that in chat? You're laddering the point, and you're laying it and laddering it. You're not doing the flat, right? 6-5, yo. Cool. 6-5, yo. And again, we're not doing the 6 and 8 or whatever. We're playing the cat and mouse with those two. All right, here we go. In the come. In the come. In the come. Let's go. 4, 3, 7. Perfection, baby. That's it. That's what we wanted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. 4, 3, 7. Cool. I love this strategy. I mean, it's pretty resilient. However you're playing it, if you're doing what Waylon's doing, which is laying the point and laddering it up, right? Shooter's not going to hit 5 points in a row. That's Waylon's whole thing, right? You're not going to keep whacking points, right? So you ladder them up, and eventually you're going to get paid up there, which is great. You're missing the flat payment, but you're dodging the come out, which is pretty awesome, right? That's kind of the idea. That works really good. I think the odds down on the don't pass helped us, right? We got a nice payment down there. We got whacked on the 5 and still made it up. I think we were down to like 4,400 at one point. And we battled back the 600 that we lost and now are at almost $400 in profit. We're actually at our core $300 profit, which is really cool. And at 7:45, let's do one more shooter. Okay, we'll do one more shooter. Now the come bets, by the way, are profitable. They're staying where they are. One more shooter, and we'll call it wherever it ends here. But to me, the paycheck got made, right? We made the 355, and I'm probably leaving the casino. If this is me in real life fighting back from $600 down, I'm probably going to be the guy that says, that was a miracle to get out of that. Let's call that a win. But here we go. One more shooter for us for the morning show. Here we go. That's going to be a 5 on the come out. And we'll do our 3 come bets and we'll call it a day. Whatever happens here, happens here. The worst thing that can happen here is we lose $200, right? 4-1. We can have that nightmare scenario where everything goes south and we lose and we're down to $100 in profit. That's the worst possible case. I won't go any further than that. But let's get some wins. Let's have a good run here and get some wins. 25 in the come. Let's do her. Let's do her. Midnight. Of course, it's a freaking midnight, right? We're going to have our come bets just die a slow death in there. 66. All right. We'll do one more. Actually, two more. We have two more to go. And I could be convinced actually to ladder here, right? Go right to 50 with this next one. Budget won't allow for that, but that could be a play at some point. Here we go. Here we go. 6-5 yo. We got it right back, so it's a tie. Come bets are in a tie. This is feeling like it's going to be a short roll. All these horn numbers, the throw is fluttery, right? We're kind of primed to get out of here quick. As I say that, it's likely going to be a 25 roller and we'll be late for our next show. That's probably what's going to happen here. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Give me a nice come 6 or 8 here. Wouldn't that be great? There it is. Hard 6. Cool. Three, 6. Okay, let's go. Five, 3, 8. Yeah, I want to address that point that's got made between Darksider and Adam. I want to make sure we clarify that. 5, 3, 8. Now, we're going to change that back again later. Oh, great. Hold on. I didn't put the come bet in there. Hang on. Make it fair. Come bet. Come on, 5, 3. So we were talking about budget, right? And what I'm going to change the show to in July, I'm going to put the comment up so I can talk through it here, because Darksider asked the question. And here's the thing. When we go to bankroll builder mode, next in July, we're going to go to bankroll builder where I have to make 10% to build the bankroll up. We're going to go for 10%. When we're talking about paycheck, like if you think about the $500, the purpose of the $500 is that it's a way to live, right, on your winnings. $300 a day, 20 days a month, right? That's $6K a month. That's enough to live on, right? If you're gonna do, or I guess 1,800. What is that? 3 times 6, whatever. 3 times 20. How much is that? 300 times 20 days. What is that? What is the math on that? Why am I losing my? Yeah, $6,000, right? That's enough. We thought that the extra $200, the if I go to 500, that could feed accounts for excess playtime gambling and for travel expenses to fly around the country and visit everybody, right? That's kind of the thing. So $300 to live on, everything else goes to excess and travel. So if you crawl back from behind and make $385, cool. $40 goes into those two accounts and you call it a win. Next month, I'm going to bankroll builder, which means we're going to need 10% a day to build from 10,000 to 100,000. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be going for the $500 every day, or the 10% every day. Here we go. Coming out. That's going to be a 5. Is that our point? It is our point. So see that? We took the chance. Got blasted on the point. Bummer. All right, let's get that typed in. There's our third come bet. We'll let those come bets resolve themselves, and then we'll go downstairs and do coffee and craps. How about that? We'll let them resolve, and we'll be done. Like I said, the worst that can happen is we lose those come bets, right? That's the worst that can happen, and we'll be at 180 in profit instead of 350 in profit. But I wanted to keep rolling until the top of the hour. So there's a 7. There's the Horseman Nightmare scenario. That happens sometimes, right? Get 3 come bets set, knock your point off, 7 on the come out, and you lose it all, right? That is the antithesis of the 0.7 out. Horseman loves a 0.7 out. Horseman hates the point and then a point and then a 7 on the come out. There's your nightmare, right? There's the reason why after winning $800 to come back from being behind, you call that a win and get the fuck out of the casino, right? But that's cool. I'm fine with it. I'm marking the paycheck today as that whatever it was, 365. That's our actual win today. That last roll was just for entertainment purposes to get us to closer to 8 o'clock, and that's it. We're out of here, guys. I am going to celebrate like we made money, because we did, and we fought our asses back today after some ugly early stuff. So celebrate. All right, we are happy winners today. I think this makes the Horseman dead even for the 3 days. We won like $400. We lost whatever. We lost $800 yesterday. We won $350 today or whatever. So we're even, which is pretty typical of the Horseman. There's going to be days where weeks where you're just going to be treading water. It is what it is. I don't care. I love the strategy. We're out of here. I'll see you in Coffee and Craps in about 15 minutes. Bye, all.